Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Doggone Froglove. Glad to have you. Just the audio real quick. So I've changed everything up a little bit. Should be a little bit prettier today. And let's play some heroes. Big gyms today. Let's do the portal. So, I mean, everything's pretty much caught up. I'm just kind of waiting for the week to end, really. I want, set your soul on fire. Oh my, she's holding my hand. Oh, what are we doing? Where does she take me? But need the reset on all the weekly quests. I need like a lot of diamond points. So I don't even know what it's about. I get a girlfriend and then I get to ride chocobos. Anyways, I'm gonna power through all of my missions and guild quests and everything real quick. I'm pretty tired today. I spent a long time setting up the stream. It looks pretty good. I'm happy with it. Getting a good chunk of gems. Got a bunch of daily quests to do for Fiesta. We'll probably start the auto battle there, but I wanted to level up God Killer's abilities real quick. I need 500,000. We should be able to grab that. I don't even feel like cracking that yet. Use 50 Essence of Dimensions. I'm gonna wait for I'll wait for a new banner, I think, before I hit that. Let's see. honestly, I grab it. I'll figure out the best item later. I'm just tired. I'll figure out the best item later. I'm gonna pump, or dump really, I'm gonna dump all this stamina onto the Advent boss so that I get a bunch of extra gear. Hopefully get the couple pieces I need for my exclusive equipment and level them up. Excuse me. And then knock out a couple dailies. I mean, I'll do some Fiesta really. I'll do a bit of Fiesta and then I'll probably head to bed. I'll be back on earlier today. Probably do some more streaming. We might even play a new game. I was looking around for something else that I would get into, but we'll figure it out because I'll have to set up the stream to match the new game as well. Okay, so there's that 676 tickets. I go to the hero dungeon. You buy another 100 tickets here. That gives you like a bajillion 800 points. Calculate, and then if I have any stamina left over, I'll go burn it on story. We'll do a little Fiesta, and what's that? Okay, there's 600 stamina burn. I mean, the rest just has to go straight out as a good old-fashioned auto battle. And I've been working on 23. That's the That's the level I've been burning. 35 times. Alright, let's log in this other account. We'll just tap around on it for a few moments while these auto battles go out. Then we'll do a little fiesta, then we'll pass out. Short stream because I spent most of the night setting up the new layout. It looks really good though. I really like it. So it was worth it. I don't even know what I'm gonna really do. I was just gonna like show it straight to an auto battle. I guess we'll watch the ads. That'll take up a minute. Come on, exclusive equipment. I'm too tired to summon up the luck I need. Ah, come on, equipment. Come on, exclusive equipment. Give it to me. What the fuck are these stupid fucking mobile games, man? God, these ads are great. They're honestly better than any ads I see on TV, so come on, exclusive equipment. Nice. Nice. She doesn't have a God Killer 0, but it's a debuff accuracy exclusive equipment, which is not a bad one to pick the fuck up, so nice. She also has, she has two of them. She has the Bong Bong as well. Let's put the God Killer 0 one on, see if we can upgrade it. We can. Of course, we did it easily. Who else needs a debuff? Who else on our team debuffs? No Name does defensive debuff. Mira doesn't debuff. She just crits. As far as I know. Bam has his wave, and I mean nobody really needs it. I'll just put it on Bam. See if we can upgrade this one. Take some Guardian gear, that's gonna be poop. Okay, what hasn't she done in the guild? Looks like just Team Arena. Okay, so how far are we on that? Is that like 10 done? 7 done. It's gonna take a bit. But I think, so yesterday we looked at all of the mobile games that have been, well, there might be some foreign games that aren't really advertised that I might have missed. So I was gonna dig deeper into like upcoming Japanese games, you know, like newly released Asian games, I guess. But beyond that, My Hero Academia canceled. That looked like a good game. There's the Devil May Cry game that we still needed to check into. I think we pre-registered or something. That's gonna be coming out. Romancing Saga comes out the 25th or 26th. Pretty much the same thing, but it looks really boring. Not really boring. Everything looks good, but the combat looks boring because it's just old school turn-based, and I don't know. I wish that they had done something just to change it up a little bit. I don't mind the look. I love the look of like the old school look, but the combat's just kind of boring. So it's super auto battle bullshit, and I'm just like, I don't know. Give me any sort of like little game system or some pinball junk or whatever. I mean, give me the old school look, like, you know, but that doesn't have to be the gameplay. But it's alright. It is what it is. It's straight up just a little romance and saga, a little cash grab for players who like that. So, looking at it in that light, if you like that kind of turn-based old school stuff, it looks pretty good. So I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna set my expectations for what it appears to be and not what I want it to be, and go in there and grumble about things anyways, because that's my jam. Alright, so she has all of this stupid tickets, but we can use hers up on the advent boss, fortunately. And then we'll attack the Fiesta thing for her. She didn't even know the event was going, really. I said, yo, have you been using your tickets? She's like, what tickets? I did the quest. I was like, oh no. I've been using up a lot of her tickets for her though. Oh shit, I put it on auto fucking repeat. Why did I do that? Super tired. Super tired. Hey, don't call Daisy dog shit all chat. She's something. I wanted to use her on my menu screen at least, but she's too fucking yellow. She's like eye bleeding yellow, and I hated it. She is dog shit. I'll try to defend her though. Ooh. Yo, I love the layout, man. It looks so fucking clean. I'll come back tomorrow with some fucking sleep in me. If the layout looks clean, I can always shrink some things down if we want to add in some extra games. Because I'll probably be, I mean, if we come up with something good, if there's another good game that comes out, I'll re-roll 4 or 5, 6 accounts at a time. Just didn't find anything else I really wanted to play. The latest grabby ass fucking cash grab games. Fucking they already launched 7 Exos Heroes, 7DS, and all that shit. I did play a little bit of 7 Deadly Sins, but I couldn't use it. Not after I saw. I saw the cash progression, how much I would have to spend to really make a difference, and I just got out of it. I was just looking for something chill to enjoy, so I wasn't really feeling the itch to just sink money into something. So I've actually sunk a decent penny into. I mean, I put like 100 into Heroes, but that's because I felt like it was pretty fair. If I like the game, I'll spend money, but if the game like tries to like squeeze fucking money out of me, I won't spend it. But I'll get like the daily packs, maybe some monthly packs, maybe like some special event packs or some stuff every now and then. Now, I don't know how bad Exos Heroes and everything else is. I've only heard hearsay about all of them. But 7 Deadly Sins, I think that it has like a dupe system or something. I hate dupe systems. I hate having to pull multiple 2% characters. Now this game has a dupe system, but I don't need, like, my abilities aren't really locked behind the dupes. They have an EX on BAM. But most of the EX skills kind of suck ass. Like you can do all the content and everything with 3 stars. And the PvP is pretty mild, so if the PvP was more centric to the game, and I felt like I had to compete with everybody a bit harder and stuff, then the dupe system might be more frustrating. But I think 7DS was harder on the tier ladder. Either way, we'll play something else heavy. Oh, excuse me. I'm just waiting for one to launch that I can really get into. I like to play right at launch. If I'm gonna get into a game, I stick with it from launch. Alright, we're about halfway there. Gosh, but I'm just absolutely exhausted today. I wanted to make my appearance, but I was just too busy with the stream. I will I'll wrap up this Inicore. I will start some Fiesta, and then honestly, it's gonna be super short tonight, and I'm just gonna crash right after that. I'm really happy with how it looks, though. Everything looks great. It seems to be working fine. I mean, if there's anything to complain about, it's like that's a little off center. There we go. Now it's beautiful, right? I got all of my SS characters. You can see them right here. So I have them showing so that they'll just pop up and you can see how strong all the characters I own are. I haven't added a Lane or Kaiser. I'll go grab their images later, I guess. Whew. she's doing that in 7 minutes, she can probably fight a lot higher in the advance. She just hadn't tried. And she hadn't tried. So. Yes, no. Damn. They give you 100 Kaiser memories for opening the portal 150 times? Fuck me. That's pretty decent. Because you get her to 4-star and then you get another 30 or 40 shards or whatever from the so that's 140 Kaiser shards. So you're at 60. Gosh, if you just pull an extra copy of her, that's a pretty easy 5-star Kaiser. And now I'm kind of torn because maybe that's why I should save my little. That's why it's important to save your little ticket things for Fiesta events, because they'll do portal openings, and if you have those, they probably count, so you can crack 150 of the little tiny miscellaneous Odette portal summons and probably get the shards done without using your gems. I don't know. Right now I would just save my gems. I wouldn't even bother. And we got that team fighting Kaiser. They'll destroy her. This team is doing its thing. I gotta pass out though. I'm too tired. I'm passing out for sure. Morning, Gundy. How's it going, mate? I'm gonna be up for like 20 more minutes. I'm gonna try to make it to this. I just want to get some Fiesta going on my main character. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be back. I'll be back much closer to 3 a.m. We'll get back in during lunch. I've already got everything already set up now. It looks fucking beautiful. So tomorrow we'll come back with a new setup. Oh, you can't hear me? You should be able to. I can see myself talking. Let me check my phone and see if I can hear myself on my phone. Yeah, I can hear myself. Music is a bit quiet though. Okay, that seems like it'll be a better balance with the music. Where's the anthem? What are we at? 28 out of 35. It's all good. It's all good, man. Sometimes I'm muted, so I never know. But it was good. I needed to balance out the music a little bit. I'm gonna have a quick smoke. I'm gonna have a smoke. I'll make it through my dailies and stuff. Well, not maybe not my days. I'll make it through the Fiesta fights I want to fight. We'll get that done. I know a couple things. I mean, what are you having trouble with, mate? I mean, get into a guild early. That's a given. Push your story content pretty hard. Swap over to hard mode when you get stuck. Focus only your best characters until you get as much free shit as you can. So like if you got Mira, Crusader Mira, like put her to 90 and just her. Just like pick, if you get a character that can solo story, then solo as much story as you can. That way you get the free SS tickets and everything. You really want to be efficient with your resources if you can be. Save you a lot of time. Yeah, just pump everything in a mirror, then let her solo a bunch of story, get free tickets, and then after you get as much shit as you can, then figure out where it goes. That way you don't waste anything, because it could take like a week to make a new 90. Quarian's pretty situational. But Yeon's Flame is necessary. So just like use your selector on Chloris. That way you have, because she's the best healer in the game. Now, like I said, do all the other story content and see if you just happen to get her through anything else. But eventually just use your selector on Chloris because she's the best healer. And with Sora, Flame Clune, and Chloris, and a couple S characters, depending on whatever you're missing. You can pretty much build everything with those three characters as a core. You can build everything. And Hwaryong can come in clutch because if there's any events like this where there's a boss that needs debuff, then you can just pull her out for that. But Chloris is such a better healer. She blows every other healer out of the water. So I'd use your selective on her after you get through everything else anyways, because there's just nothing. She has a full heal with damage immunity. She just has everything that every other healer has. Just for like no reason. She's really good. I'm gonna get a cup of water and some kombucha so I can stay up. I'll be right back. Yeah, force on the mirror will work out. And just boost her crit rate. Boost the fuck out of the crit rate. Alright. Done. The set with the little thunderbolt. That's what you want. Just put like 2 pieces of that on and then put the rest attack. Don't go all out on the crit. 2 pieces of the little crit set. Get some relics that give you crit. Increase the relic level by 1 level. Just 1 level so it gets an extra stat. Because you can feed relics to other relics without losing XP. Gosh, there's a lot, man. You just have to kind of like get in there. Took me like 2 or 3 days to really get my team built before I figured everything out. But if you have any exclusive equipment, check that. It might have crit on it, or normally has some other good stats. Because you get 1 free summon. Let me show you some things that people normally miss. You get 1 free summon from the equipment summon every day. Make sure to go into your exchange shop and buy these gems. You get like 100 gems every day. And when you go to your trial tower, click on this little dog over here because he has a really good store. Really, really good store. So make sure you always visit that dog. But other than that, it's just kind of like min-maxing stat sets. Sell all your extra shards. That'll help out a lot. So click on your inventory. You can see I'm saving Uma. You're gonna need some 5-star units of certain elements to do the stupid, not stupid, but silly. The silly quest in the world areas and everything where they just need different random rarities and stuff. So I'd get some, I'd save up whatever element you don't happen to 5-star, make a 5-star unit of like an A rank. So it's gonna take me 80 Uma shards to make a 5-star leaf character. Whatever that is, Earth, whatever it is. But other than that, come in here and sell all these shards. Sell them all. Don't forge shit. I don't even bother forging shit. You'll get enough relics out of bull, and don't forge until you need to. Forge for a reason as far as relics go, because you get so much more power right now, especially if you're not spending a lot of money out of these shards. So come in here, melt all your extra shards down, but keep your S ranks. Keep all your S ranks until you have to use them. There's no reason to toss your S ranks away. And there's a couple units if you were using for A or S that you could arguably save, but it's whatever. Melt all of that down. Yeah, but you'll have max rank, you'll have a good stack of max rank relics just from doing pulls. I mean, I have all these relics. And I wasted some. I didn't even combine a couple. I'd have like a couple extra 5s. This would have been a level 5. This would be level 5. So you should be able, just from doing a couple regular pulls over a few weeks, you'll have all of these B's and C's at +5. So I would still recommend just saving the shards, honestly. Just going straight to the heroes. Max out these heroes as quick as you can. You always want to go for the passives first. Get right up here in the passives, drop down and grab the 2 relics. But if there's like a specific S rank or SS rank shard, you're feeling lucky and you really want to gamble for it, I mean, I guess you could forge that. I didn't find it was too bad. It just kind of depends. If you need some relics, you can smack the forge. I mean, it's not gonna hurt. If you're trying to be the most efficient, I would say just skip the fucking forge. But if you're finding that like you need some Bs and C ranks, that you just don't have enough relics, tap it. It's not gonna make much of a difference. You're gonna get a ton of those low level memory shards through doing all these quests and events and stuff anyway, so it's really easy to get that stuff. Whatever's gonna help you progress the most right now, that's the big thing. Getting through those, you just want to get normal beat as quick as you can. After normal is beaten, it really doesn't matter what you do because there's no real big story rewards. But you want to clear your story rush as quick as you can. I think I need to do some silly arena matches. I'm just gonna phone it in. What's this guy have? He's a 5-star Mira and a Sora. Gosh, does that kill me? Who cares? Let's see if that kills me. Yeah. Just put Mira at like 90. Yeah, and get Chloris. I mean, Mira and Chloris will just complete the whole story. I think Mira can just do the whole story by herself if you build it right. She's pretty fucking strong. But use all of your SS tickets. Use all of your fucking SS tickets. Get all the way through Story Rush and everything, and then use your selector if you can. Because ideally, you just happen to pick up Chloris, and then you can just really just round out your team. Bam's really good for bosses. I love God Killer Zero because of the confusion, the silence she has. I love her for PvE and Advent and stuff. I think he's gonna kill me anyways. Oh, he missed the effect. I think he's still gonna kill me. Oh no, Eric wins. Good shit, Eric. He's tanky. I didn't know who was gonna win that one. It's fucking close. This is a Pooh Sora. I think I lost to this. Didn't I lose to that before? I think it was a higher level person who was running that exact same team. Let's just see if we use this person. Okay, so there's the Fiesta for this account. It's at 372. I guess it'll get it done. It has another ticket. We'll use it later. Let's go get this 100 stamina and just shove it into story. That way it's doing something that I don't have to look at it. Yeah, Bam you'll get for free. Yeah, I should have said that. But yeah, Bam you'll get for free. You'll get a decent tank for free. But she doesn't have a taunt. She's just tanky as all fuck. She doesn't have a taunt. Yeah, this Mira Pooh team that kills me. Maybe because I was just auto battling too. But his sword is like really strong. Oh, the Pooh killed us both. I gotta fix up my team for PvP and stuff. I think we beat this one. I knew the Poo team was gonna be bad. It's like a really bad matchup for me. I need to get rid of Bam. That's the big thing that's holding back this team. He kind of does fucking nothing. I wish I had a Master Knee. I love her in PvP. I like seeing that big ass fucking AoE stun go off. But I guess she wouldn't fit with God Killer because you need the 3 mana to reflect that first attack. I don't know who I want right now. I just know I want to swap out Bam. I forget who I want. I want to make a poison team. I want to do so much. I think Team Arena will be my favorite because that way I can fuck around with 3 teams. Yeah. You don't need 2 healers. that's a bit overkill. Cause she'll heal herself once you put a bit of crit on her. And Flame Coon will revive her once. I don't have Witch Mira. I can't draw any Miras on this account. This other account, my roommate, she has a Crusader Mira. But I didn't get any Miras. I got Elaine. I got God Killer Zero with her exclusive equipment. I got Hilda with her exclusive equipment. So I got a Hilda, Elaine, God Killer team. And then I mean I could just shove Witch Mirror on that as well, but I don't have her or anything. But I mean I could pretty much put like any debuff I figure with that and it'll do something. Yeah, she's really good. She's just a lot of fucking damage, and her shield's really good too. I mean, if it was just her damage, then it wouldn't be a big deal, but it's that fucking shield that really just makes her amazing. Because we've already killed the rest of his team, but she's still at half health. And then she even has her own little immortality too, so I like her. She's right up there with Coon on just like another level of power, right? Just high attack, really good survivability. And it's just like there's no real downside from it. She's just really good attack, really high survivability. Get fucked. I don't know about that 5-star Mira. Let's get in there anyways. I don't care. But I think we'll be okay then. We got the attack off first. But his Coon has the highest attack it looks like. So he'll still get the stun off. No, it didn't really hit anybody. I guess we're okay. We killed this band pretty quick. But look at that damage. That was good. But God Killer's just, she's really, really good in PvP. The 2-turn confusion passive when she dies, that's probably my favorite. I Elaine just looked really fun. Her passive, just whenever anyone dies, a turn of immunity and poison or bleed stacks. That just looked really fun. She's only at 80. We'll get my Kaiser up to 80, and then I'll just leave him there for a minute. I want to do. I got so many characters to level up. It's gonna take forever. It's gonna take forever. That's just there's no way around it. Oh, and be pretty picky with your selectors, your relic selectors. My picks for the relic selectors, if I was doing it again, because I picked Bam's artifact, and now that I did do that, I regret it. But pick the I like that 10%, that tank you enemies make the best friends. 10% defense, and whoever has it equipped takes 4% of every attack that hits an ally. It's really, really, really good for a lot of units that need to be hit to trigger things, and it just guarantees that they're always triggering it. Like Valkyrie's passive, it turns her passive from meh to really good, because then every single attack is healing somebody for 10% of her HP, so it just knocks 20,000 off every single attack. So it makes her really good. A couple other characters who can benefit from just getting hit every turn, or at the very least just bumping up your survivability with the tank. So if I put it on Mira and just activate her stupid shield all the time. But there's it's pretty neat. And you get two, so I would grab the 10% defense relic, and I would get the accumulated attack boost relic, because it's just a lot of raw fucking attack. I really just wanted to level up my skill. I'm so close. I always get that. She's at 74. I got 8 days to get her up by 6 levels, so I'll do the rest of her levels later, because I want to get something done today. I need 20,000 more gem resource thingies. There we go. Barely. I wanted to level up God Killer's skill 1, which I finally maxed out. There we go. Now she has a 30% chance to prevent the buff effects on opponents. But it increases the damage to 100% of her attack. It should help a little bit, because I was just under beating the boss on auto farm, and I'm super lazy. I don't want to manual it every time, so this should make me feel a lot better. So here's my setup for the event pause. I use Bam, Coon, War Young, God Killer 0. I keep her at 80. Honestly, I should have kept her at level 74, because she died a turn earlier at 74 and it activated her buff, which I tried to click on her to show it, but I'll just show it in combat, which is really, really, really good. I'll show it in combat. I re-roll for Mira, so should I save my summons now? I mean, if you got everything you need, you can save it. I mean, pulling is really good in this game. Here's her passive. Activates immortality, so she heals the fire attribute heroes by 50%, and increases their crit damage by 100% and their debuff resistance by 50%. I don't care for that. For 3 turns, and it only activates once, but it's really good. I like it a lot. We put 2 levels on a God Killer. It's level 1, so I think we should be a lot safer getting this done. That extra 10% chance on her skill 1 should make up for any misses that Hwaryung gets. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. But what I was saying is, yeah, spinning summoning is really good in this game because you get a lot of shards. It doesn't take a crazy amount of shards to get your first 2 passives. You saw my units already sitting around 30 to 40 awakening slots each. So it's pretty easy to get those passives. Those are huge bumps up in power. You'll get extra relics, which those are also big bumps in power. And you get guaranteed selectors. So I would make sure that you're always rolling for a guaranteed unit that you want, and make sure that it's a banner that's going to give you a big power increase. So you already got Coon, and you already got Crusader Mira, and you'll get the Hilda for free, maybe, if you're able to do enough of the event. I don't know. So you already get a tank unit for free. I think you'd be fine, honestly, as long as the rest of your tickets and stuff are good. And even if they weren't, I mean, you're only rolling for a 1% hope in a fucking dream, so you might as well just wait. You'll have to make 3 equipment summons this week to get the quest done. But other than that, you can just trade your gems back and forth to like essences. That would get all of the event missions done. So yeah, you can just turn your gems into essences. That would count as buying something, and then just save all your essences, and then you'd have like 5, 6, 10 pulls for the next banner. So. Well, sounds like you're pretty well rounded to me. And like I said, there's some S units and everything that you can use. You have Sora, so you can just make Casey and use Casey off of Sora's stun to stun lock the boss. So that's... I said the only thing probably that you really need would be Chloris, just for the raw healing power that she brings, and then that way she can keep alive some weaker units and stuff like that. But other than that, I think you're cozy as fuck. The auto battle's looking smooth here. Except for this turn, where she's getting buffed up. And I'm gonna throw my ult into her shield. Auto battle's looking poor here. At least it was a crit that somewhat made up for it. Wait, why is Hwaryung using her 2-chain? Oh shit, that might be why this is fucking terrible. Let's see if they do it anyways. God, look at that. She was like that close to activating her ultimate, or passive. I don't know if they'll beat her because she was all messed up. There's the damage boost. I got 3 turns to do it. I'll have to close the app. It's just gonna be close. I don't even think I should risk it. No, that didn't do enough damage. That was my bad. I didn't know she had all of her skills activated for some reason. I'll have to, I'll just put it back up. I can sow skill. What do you mean I can sow skills changes? You could turn off what skills they use and stuff. Yeah. What was she leveling up on this account? See, I used all of my gems pretty much until like this last week. So I kind of went all out. But I really liked the Bam Coon banner. I was a big fan of that banner. Because I would take as many copies of those units as it would have given me. I would have just kept pulling and pulling. I would be pulling on it right now if that banner was here. Probably my favorite banner. Bam just pays you out the ass to upgrade him. Excuse me. His 5-star EX skills really, really good. And then you get him to 6 stars and you just get a relic for doing that. So he's just good. He just pays off for leveling him up. And Coon's just great, and I use him in every single fucking team. So it's like, okay, does this team need a free revive? Sure, why not? Could this team use a free revive off a unit that just boosts everyone's attack and also revives himself in case things go bad? Yeah, I guess. It's just so easy to fit him into a team over and over. Alright, let's fix these skills. Yeah, the most important thing for Coon is max out his 2nd skill. That's the big thing for Coon. His attack buff is permanent, and if you max out his 2nd skill, it goes up to 30%, and it's 3 burns. So it does more damage, it burns harder, it puts an extra burn debuff on him, and it permanently boosts your team's attack even more. So instead of being 5% up to 25, I think it's 10% up to 30. So it's just a massive increase at the 5th rank for your entire your entire team's DPS. It's really, really good. He's still hitting harder right now than my Bam is for a lot of this, unless my Bam like fires off his best combo. But Hwar Young dies, Coon gets 100% crit damage bonus, and then he's critting for like 120, 150, and burning for another 50, 30 to 50, so he's really tough right now. He's also my only 5-star unit too. I could not pull another copy of Bam. I just kept getting Coon. Which I was like, that's fine, I like him, but please one more Bam. And I was like, no. So I think I have Bam at 116 shards. So I just gotta keep doing that hero dungeon. It's gonna be like 3 shards a day right now. I'm not even getting all of the shards. It's gonna be like a month before I even get his other EX skill. It's gonna be something silly like that. Eventually, one day, he's gonna be incredible, but right now, Coon's outshining him. mean, we had to watch that entire animation just for him to do 170,000. Kun just twirls his fucking stick for a couple seconds. It hurts. It hurts to see how weak he is. Once I get, I should have a full SS set of gear on him pretty soon, and I think that'll help. Kun actually has like the best set of gear just because of the way everything rolled out. So I think once that goes in Bam's favor, and he has like 2 sets of SS gear, and especially after we get his 50x skill, get that 50x skill, get 2 sets of SS gear on him, and he'll be fine. And then I really just need to work on like my guild raid teams. There's just like 4 or 5 units I need to get to 90, which that'll take like a month as well, so it's just a bunch of time. We gotta hurry up and wait. That's what we're doing. Just 5 more to go. I'm exhausted though, so after, I don't even know if after all of these, but after some indeterminate time with this Fiesta event, I'm passing out. I'm pretty tired. I'll be back earlier tomorrow though. I'll come back before the reset. Oh, I see, my game got resized. Sad. I'll be back earlier tomorrow because it just took me a long time today to get this layout set up, which I like a lot. It looks a lot cleaner than it did the other day. I use Zero everywhere right now, but I probably won't be using her in guild raids. So that's probably the only place she's not get the cut. There might be like a boss or 2 in there I use her for, but I don't even know. I'll probably just end up with like a nuke heavy team, just pushing damage as much as I can. Everywhere else I fucking love her. PvP, absolutely. She's really good in Advent. You just, Confusion's a better stun. Stuns are good, but if they're just gonna attack themselves with full effects from their attack, even better. Even better. She has the silence, she has the passive debuff stuff on her 1, she has the burn on her exclusive equipment. She's a fire unit, so she fits in on your fire team. So Godkiller, Kun, Hwar Young, which I think you said you have Hwar Young. So you already have your fire team pretty much built. You can shove like any other unit on there, and you have a fucking fire team basically. So she's really good. The only thing is she's probably, like I said, she's probably just lacking a bit of, I mean, her best attack's 150% damage, I think. So... Oh, okay, I thought you said you had more. But Kun, Godkiller, Zero, those are, you know, right up there. And then if you pull Hwar Young is like a staple for the fire team because of her, her passive. So, like, you could make a fire team, but Hwar Young's so decidedly like the fire team support unit that I guess that you can't really call it a team without her passive firing the fuck off. But yeah, she's really good. I like her a lot. She has immortality. She has a passive confusion. She's just really good. The only thing is just she's just lacking that probably those damage multipliers. She has the 150% attack at max level on her skill 2. Before then, it's only like 120%. Her skill 1 maxes out at 100%, and her skill 3 maxes out at 140%. Off the top of my head. I just happened to remember hers because I've been looking at her a bunch. But, that's not that high, honestly, if you're looking for nukers and stuff. She doesn't reduce defenses or anything like that. She'll just add a burn effect. So she'd be pretty good on a debuff team. Because you could, she'd be decent because you could burn with her attacks. I wouldn't say she'd be good unless you needed the confusion or something. So she'd be decent there. Because she could silence to prevent debuffs. So maybe you need her for the debuff team. Like maybe your team's debuffing, but you don't have like a silence or something you need, or you need a confusion to reflect an attack. That's probably the only way she suffers. It's just that damage coefficient. Fire Yuri, the S rank Yuri, I think she just suffers from being less of what other units can do. Like, I don't think she has a taunt or anything, and I think she just does some damage or something like that. I can't really remember off the top of my head. There's some good S rank units. You have to look at the abilities and just see what abilities are kind of unique that the other units can't do. Like Casey's 2-turn debuff extension for enemies on a 2-cost skill. That's really good. Maybe she is, but I can't think of anyone who's as good a fire booster as Waryoung. I can't think of another unit who boosts like Waryoung does. And Dorsey's really good for a light team because her exclusive equipment heals. And it could be exclusive equipment. There could be some fucking exclusive, because I don't know any of the exclusive equipment unless I've got it. And there's like no list anywhere. But in Dorsey's exclusive equipment, like, heals every single light character by like 15 to 40, I think like 40% HP or something, like max level. Something dumb. And Dorsey's really good on a fucking light team with an AoE stun, 15% for everyone, 40% for whoever she's hitting. And Dorsey's really good. She's like the de facto light support unit, just like Waryoung's like the de facto fire support unit. I want to see the villains. I want them to come out with the villains. Every time you open up collection, you see those villains, and I want some player red. I want to ditch these goody two-shoes, throw them in the fucking garbage. I'm done with them. I've played with them too much. I'm ready for a whole new team of pure villains, man. So I hope we get a nice big fat villain roster. That'd be cool. Cause you know that we're all gonna be playing with some Rachel. My team's gonna be Rachel, Bam, Coon, Waryoung. I got everyone else. I'm just waiting to replace God Killer Zero with Rachel. So it's the dream team. It's how it was supposed to be. If Bam would just stop trying to steal Rachel's fucking glory all the time, let her be the main character like she's supposed to be, then we would already have this team firing in the fucking webtoon. But he's such a petty little bitch, always crying. Oh my gosh, am I gonna beat this thing? Let me cancel that one. I think it was gonna beat my ass. Must have like resisted a debuff or something. I wasn't really watching it. Not when it went wrong anyways. I just saw the end when it was bad. Rachel will probably be a pretty good character though. She has that, wait, spoilers. I mean, we're all pretty spoiled, I figure, if we played the webtoon. But she has that thing, you know? And, can I even, like, talk about the abilities without, like, spoiling things? I think she'll, like, piercing attacks, right? Like, ignore defenses? That would make sense for her powers. Just piercing Bam's heart with her mere existence. I mean, I guess it's okay to talk. I mean, we're Elaine's in the game right now, so if you're playing the game and you're seeing Elaine, then what I'm talking about isn't even crazy at all. But I still try not to spoil it because I hadn't read most of it. I just started reading all of it myself. I'm on chapter 111 of Hardcore Leveling Warrior. I caught up on Tower of God. I caught up on God of High School. What do I have to read after? Wait, let me go to the hero dungeon. That's how I know. How do I go back to this screen? Somehow I can't. Tetra? I don't know what Tetra is. That's where all these units come from. Phantom Thief, Liddy, Odette. It has a bunch of girls. Is this like, and it has Idle Rock Crawler. So is this like some sort of musical? Battle musical? I don't know. Are they like young idols who are also like they have to deal with the hardships of being a celebrity pop culture idol, but also saving the world and being attacked by demons? Oh, the made-up world the game is based on. Okay, that would make sense because I have not read the story in this game at all. I tried to, and it said the characters walked up to each other and said in perfect broken English, "Shoot me." I'm pretty sure that's exactly what they said, was just "shoot me," because the translations were fucking ass. I couldn't make it through, so. Oh yeah, you also get a lot of relics from the accelerator. So the accelerator's pretty good. I mean, you can save up your accelerators. I just said the name. You can save up your accelerators for when an event comes out, like the one we're going through, where you need to make a bunch of summons. But I burn all mine so that I could get a bunch of shards and really quickly, and to get a bunch of relics. And I did get one SS relic so far, so I think I've made like 100 pulls. I've got one SS relic. I'm somewhere around 100. I can't remember more or less. I didn't really track it. Just as much as I can, non-stop all the time. I've been pulling it, so somewhere around too much. At least over 50. Cat equals Scott. I just skipped through all of it. I don't even know anymore. I wanted to know what the story was. I was like, the webtoons I'm enjoying the webtoons. Let's really bring this world together. You know, like let's give this a shot. And it's just terrible. I don't even remember. The story started off, it just, all the characters jumped together, and it was just, I don't know, it's just so poorly translated. I'm too tired to even make up the broken, janky sentences that that I need to illustrate it. You hungry? Food belly now. Like, that's like the fucking literal translations of this fucking game. It was just... I feel sadness all over me. It's just awful fucking, like, just nonsense. Instead of saying like, hey, what's up? It's like, hello. How have we ever not met before on this sunny day? And it's like, what are you saying? It's just weirdness. Like, very literal Japanese translations. Or like, maybe we'll have some slang in between just junk, just gibberish. Some fellow kid shit. But it's not fellow kids, it's like fellow Americans, because they're like, hey, what's up, my cool English brother? And it's like, that's not how we say hello. We just say hello. It's just a bunch of weird, janky ass fucking translations, man. They could literally, a lot of these games could get much better translations if they just put out these initial ones and then just paid us in gems to just rewrite the dialogue as we went. I would have watched all this stuff if they were like, yo, submit your rewritten dialogue for like 10 gems after every chapter. I'd be like, alright. Give me my gems. I'm still sad though, man. I saw the My Hero Academia game, and I was like, oh wow, that looks good. And then right after that, I saw canceled because of the My Hero Academia drama, and it was silly ass fucking drama too. And I was just like, damn, that looked like a neat fucking game. Yeah, they'd have to pay me, and that's immediately where it stops. They're like, we would not pay for any more for translations. Everything is translated just well enough. Are you really here to read this story, sir? Or are you here to dump money into our gacha system? And I'm like, well, you got me there. You got me there. Poor translations didn't stop me earlier. Why would they stop me now? You know exactly how I'm thinking. So, more events, please. Cause that's it. I don't care. I mean, I just hope that I don't care if the gameplay's good. Then whatever. If the translations are bad, but if they make a lot of money, then I expect the translations to go up. Like, if it's like the game comes out and it's like top of Google fucking charts, and they're like, everything's fine, and they don't like, the translations just say it gets worse. It just gets worse. They come out with new content, and like, they come out with twice the content, but like, twice as bad translations. That gets me. You give them a bunch of money, and then they make a bunch of Korean content as quickly as they can. And then they put it through Google Translate and then give it back to you. Here you go. Yeah, with literal Korean words, yeah. They're like, but you got the content. You got the content. Why do you... You're fine. Man, I gotta learn Korean, I gotta learn Chinese and Japanese just to play games when they come out. Just to be like, oh wow, this is releasing. You know, we're sitting over here in Global, like checking our watch like 5 years later. hoping for like a half-ass translation of fucking Pokemon or something. Japan's over there playing like just fucking weird, just anything. Just it's so fucking hyper competitive for the little Android market. So they play some really neat games. There's some pretty neat games, some pretty neat mechanics, but they're like so niche, and these type of games aren't as popular in the Western market, so there's not a lot of risk, or they don't like translate any of the store models at all, or they just don't translate well. You can't like translate them that well for a Western audience, so it kind of sucks. I'll probably just pull it up and just like pull out my phone and just be like, what does this say? It'll be the same level of fucking translations. That's why I'm just like, I might as well just start pre-registering for every fucking Japanese fucking game and just playing them day one instead of year 2. Because the translations will be the same. Google Translate, official translations, I don't know the difference. Gosh, did she beat our asses again? It's because we had our debuffs resistant. Oh, she beat us. He wasn't even critting for 120,000. I think I need 5% more debuff accuracy on Huaryang. I think that's what's killing me. I'm gonna run to the restroom while this loads up. I think I have to tap it. No, it's good. Be right back. Probably. It's terrible too. It's terrible because it takes so long. The games lose hype, or by the time they get over here, they're like not objectively good games because the game comes out. It's 2020. Game comes out. It looks fucking gorgeous. It's great. And then it takes 2 to 3 years to translate it or to gauge interest for like a Western market or blah blah blah, find a publisher, etc. etc. It comes over here and it's just like, meh. It's not as good as like this game or this game that released, this year to a Western market. And so it's a smaller game for it. We got 5 shards. I was kind of tempted just to buy this stuff instead. I like it doesn't do it on blue sets. There it is. I like the little pop-up where you click back with some of the characters and they have the extra art, like Poo Upo, however you say her name. But Poo Poo here, she has the little demon pop up. I think that's cool. Some of them seem broken. Like some of them have an animation, but it's only like a frame long that you can't actually really see it unless you like go to the character art and shit. It seems like they were supposed to be a little bit. I forget. I think like Lime has one, but Lime's is so fast that you can't actually see it. You have to like pause on it. Yeah, we're pretty hard to bargain with. We complain a lot. I mean, we're not like cafe shop like 9 to 5 like grinders generally. I'm a pretty hardcore PvPer when it comes to games, and if I want to play games that generally have the type of PvP atmosphere that I like, it's always Asian games because they'll PvP. You know, those are the motherfuckers who will like be up at like 2 to 3 a.m. PvPing with your fucking ass. Western games generally tend to be like World of Warcraft, where it's like very low risk PvP. At worst, you're losing some time, but there's not a lot of like monetary value or items or stuff and shit at stake. And it translates a lot to games like gacha games are less popular over here. Probably do better with, I don't know, cosmetics. I think cosmetics probably do equally well. But we certainly do like to complain. But we also get fucked harder too. We get fucked much harder than we're like dumb motherfuckers when it comes to this shit. These gacha games come over here with like horrible fucking models and stuff, and we have like no protections compared to the other markets. So we have like some really dumb shit happen that also puts a bad taste in our mouth. Because it seems like we get the scammiest shit that goes over here for some reason. It's like, fortunately there's some standards set because of the Asian like gacha market, but there's like less standards in the West as far as that stuff goes. Because we just don't really fucking care. They failed again. They fucking keep failing. Maybe I should actually just play it out. Yeah, but if they do generally if these games ever do cosmetics, it's like the same cosmetics you see in 7DS and stuff, where it's I think 7DS has it, where it's outfits that increase your stats. I think Asian games tend to be friendlier towards things like real money auction house and stuff too, aren't they? We're like really skittish with that. I miss Diablo 2's auction house. They were like, Diablo 2 failed because of the auction house. And I was like, what? Diablo 2 auction house failed. And I was like, I don't know if that was even it. They did a bunch of dumb shit. I thought the auction house was great. I thought the devs were dumb. I've sold all sorts of items in games. It's never like killed a game for me before. Thought it was the way that they handled it. They had like gold exploits, and they did really like knee-jerk bullshit reactions and like this from Africa at the top. It wasn't the players selling items to each other that they farmed in the game that was the issue. It was something with management there. Fucking 6 a.m. fucking years later. I fucking forget. still checking to see if it still had their wrong skills on. No, it's the right skills. Let me just see where it messes up. She must be resisting somewhere. And I'm not getting lucky with any God Killer resets, so it must happen like 1 out of every 5 matches or something. Like a 20% chance to just fail. Something like that. I'll get these 3 done and then I'll probably pass out. Eyes are dry, so can't stay awake. I forget what else. I looked at the Yu Yu Hakusho game that I think came out at the beginning or the end of last year. That looks pretty neat. I liked Yu Yu Hakusho a lot. I was a pretty big fan of the cartoon. I don't know if the game was like that original, but it looked neat. I wanted to play some Yu Yu Hakusho, but that'll never get a release over here, right? What else was there? There's that Devil May Cry game that I looked at, but I just cannot remember now if it was global or if it was Asia only. Yeah, see, she got the debuff, or she got the buff off again, which saved her like 200,000 HP or something. So they're gonna fail again. They're just failing like over and over. I'll just manual it later. I'm just tired, so I don't feel like doing manual. Maybe I could just kill it right here. Let me see. Maybe if I had 2 Coon. Gosh, that's gonna be pretty close. If he did 120 and if they both like crit like really hard, no, I don't think that'll do it. Oh wait, maybe. Yeah, okay, we're fine. It's close. Why are you guys sucking ass so much? You did it like fine, like 6 times in a fucking row. It's telling me to go to bed as well. Let me, yeah, I already did my pop-up shop. I just got the hero dungeon. I want to do Trial Tower. See how hard this one is. Counterattack is annoying. I do enough damage to him, but the counterattack is annoying, that's for sure. Wait, let me take up auto battle. I want to make sure that I don't waste any attacks here. I think that that'll finish him. And then let's just stack up like that. So we need to target that one. Make sure that he doesn't, oops. Make sure that he doesn't get the stun off on us. In case he would extend it. And other than that, I think we just fuck him up. Can't stop him though. He has too much HP. I think we'll be okay. Casey's dead. Get a second kill here with Urg. Yeah, we got it. Okay, what's this floor? Wait, don't auto. Oh well. Oh well. They're a little bit tanky. That's Jack? I don't know what Jack does. Oh, that was flashy. She poisons or something. Maybe Eric should attack first because his HP is a bit low. I'll do it like that. Oh, nice. Nice fucking kill. Maybe this one will be a lot easier. Because that saved us a lot of HP. And then let's... this is why I like God Killer, because she just saves us from a lot of 3 chains. I don't have to figure anything out. I just drop the God Killer and walk away till the next turn. Hey, Epic7 is the best. Appreciate the follow, mate. I see you up there on the leaderboards all the time when I'm smacking around. Maybe I should have done two Ureks. No. I should swing with Urek first though. That's oh wait. She's gonna kill me? I should go with him first. Oh wait. I hope you live, Urek. I hope you fucking live, dude. Good luck. Ah, fuck. I needed that. Oh well. At least I stopped the 3 chain. We're fine. He's slightly too weak. Maybe I could put this new vitality gear on him though, make a difference. A rank? That sucks. What's 450? Is that it? I can't even do it till tomorrow? I bet 50's a bitch though, right? These last couple were pretty easy. 41 was fucking tough. I bet 50's a bitch. I don't know what this guy does. Oh wait, his first attack is like a bleed for 2 turns. His second attack's like a poison for 2 turns, and his third attack's like a consume or something. I think. Oh, he's not tanky though, that's good. Super easy. What? Bam! Bam, what? Never mind. Alright, let's hit him with the 3 chain. Let's revive Bam. I like the God Killer, honestly, so I'll use her for chain 1. Gosh, they hurt. Okay, we got it. Crappy earring though. And this will give us our second Monkey King Splendor, which is neat, I guess. We don't have them, but we'll have 2 copies of his relic. So cool stuff there. If we can even beat it, I figured that one will be pretty tough. I still have a couple story mode things to do. But gosh, I'm pretty tired. I was up, like I said, fixing up the setup for the stream, and everything looks good. It's been a pretty good night. Let me check out my hero. I can't even level anyone up. I need 6 more levels on the Kaiser? Yeah, Kaiser. And she needs 6 more relic slots. I don't know if this, there's 10. What does that give me? 84? That's not bad. Let's assault Umas. And I was saving Umas because I need a 5-star elite person or the Earth or quest, Odette's quest. Nature. That's what it is, nature in this game. Is she a rock type Pokemon? I don't fucking know. But nature is what she is. And I'm short on these shards. Pretty close. And then I'll probably be saving up my shards to skill is really what I have leveled up, so I guess I could just pump her level up. What does she get from her tree? Oh, it's just defense. I don't know. Actually, I don't know what the formula is for defense in this game. I know it scales pretty well, but I'm not sure how well. What does Idol give? Does she give crit? Oh yeah, it'll probably be Idol who I level up next because I want to get that crit. Because that would be 1, 2, 3, 4% basically. Because I use all these characters in my team arena. That's 4% in crit for everybody. Well, 1% overall, but 4% in total. 5% of my counter for my team arena. I need to save up some shards to. I have the SS shards that I need, but I'm not too worried about that. I'll do a bunch of summons one day and right around whenever I can add a 6-star motherfucker. So that's probably my plan. I'm just gonna take these guys up to 80, get her up to 80 first, get all my characters up to 80 basically, and then sit on about 2,000 goblin coins, and then I'll use like the. Every time I get to 3,000 or 2,500 or whatever, I'll level up some extra characters. But keep 2,000 ready, that way whenever an event comes out, if I'm missing a character for the comps that I need, I can just quickly 90 it. I like Lime's ability. I can't see it from here, can I? Absorbs one ally's weakening with 100% probability when hit, and putting that relic on her that absorbs damage, and then she just prevents a bunch of status debuffs, right? I'm wondering if they can get hit, and as they get hit, she'll remove it, or she'll only remove things that have sat there after an attack has been on them. So it has to be at least a turn. Like somebody attacks and applies the debuffs. It still triggers off enemies are the best friends, but because the debuff hasn't been there before the attack, I just don't know like what the stack is in this game. Like, Does the enemy attack, they get debuffed, and then she triggers and removes the debuff? Or does it attack, she gets triggered, there's no debuff, and then the attack like resolves, and then the debuff goes on the unit? I don't know what the order is. I think that she's likely to purge it because of how things go in this game, but I haven't tried it with her yet. I'd have to put shards in just to practice it. And it's not even like, well, I don't even need to, because I just use good units, so I was just kind of curious about it. Somebody asked me about Yuri. Let me look at her now that we're in the menu. I mean, Nuclear Punch is kind of neat, but it only hits one opponent. This is okay if they have a higher attack than you, 170% AoE, but it's a 3-chain. So she's not really that good. There's better damage available. Like, I think you want like Rock Crawler because she just crits with her Make Some Noise ability, and it's 120% attack AoE with a 90% defense reduction. And this girl's pretty crazy. So just spamming her 2-chain is monstrous compared to Yuri. But Yuri's only an S rank, but even then, I think Cheap Pong does more damage. What was her ability? No, she does decrease defense, but she's all single target. There's somebody else who's decent. I think maybe even Shahad does more. No, it wasn't. I don't remember. But I guess it's not fair to compare to the SS ranks. I just don't want to click on everybody. Look at that. 6-star Mori Jin, baby. He's ready for some quests. Yeah, I can't wait to be done, like, gosh, like a year from now, being done with all of these characters so I can just start leveling up the pure junk. Like, my triple SS rank rack, I want that one. Your SS, Mirror U. I just can't wait to rank up all these characters. That'll be nice. When am I planning on using more? Like, never. Like, never. Yeah, he's good in Arena. So that's the never I plan on using him in. It's just gonna, like, that's what I was saying. It's gonna have to go through all of these units, and after all of these units are upgraded, and then there's really no reason for me to even, like, I make as much progress upgrading, like, Daisy as I do fucking D Chahad or something, or like Liddy. That's a good comparison. Like Liddy and Daisy. I finally get to that Daisy Liddy phase, and that's when I'm gonna like have my triple S Menjin Sang and my Chi Chi Casey team or whatever. Choco BB. What's he even do? Oh yeah, he's really neat. Like I can't wait to have a team that uses this stupid ability of his. Attacks all opponents in the back row by 180% attack and activates a buff that deflects damage of all target attacks from opponents by 80% for all allies except the caster, 2 times for 2 turns. So It doesn't protect himself though. But I can't wait to need Choco BB for some stupid world boss, right? That'll be great. I'm sure we'll need him. But there's some pretty interesting skills on these S ranks and A ranks that we can just power through because it doesn't matter. The stats on the SSs are so much better. Let's see. He's pretty boring. It's not good to look at him in my collection. I need to go over here to World, honestly. Because this shows all their abilities and their max stats and everything all at once. This guy's pretty neat because he duplicates a buff. But he's not weapon. So I can't put that giant I have the weapon buff, 50% attack increase at like 35% chance, but I can't put that on him. I think there's another buff that you could use. Oh, Lucky Coin. You could use Lucky Coin with him and then duplicate that. That would be pretty neat. Because I think Lucky Coin's 2 turns, right? I'd have to check the relic. That wrong. At the start of each turn. That's what you want. 75% attack boost. I mean, does that not make him a crazy good character? If you have that, does that not make this guy one of the best characters in the game? Like, is he not, like, hot shit until you have that one relic and then he immediately becomes one of the best characters in the game? Because every turn that, I mean, well, what's the math on that being so inconsistent? So it's only 20% of the time, but 20% of the time, every single character in your like little guild raid team gets a 75% attack buff. So all of a sudden, your entire team just gets 75% bonus attack. And if it triggered like 2-3 times in a row, that'd be, well, you could just keep resetting until it fires off, right? That's the trick. So you just launch the app, have your lucky coin fire, duplicate that to your entire team, and just nuke them. And then just, that'd be good. I don't know what other buffs you'd use with them, but that seems like it'd be really fun. And you couldn't get that kind of boost or buff from any SS rank, not even close. They all have effects, but none of them could pass on an SS relic like that to 5 other units. Yeah, I heard that the Jihad has pretty decent DPS. I was just looking for like kind of neat shit like Coons there. I wanted to use hardcore leveling warrior. I wanted to put the enemies make the best friends relic on him, just to put lucky coin seals on him. It wasn't even gonna be good because he doesn't really have an amazing kit. She's like full damage A rank, so she's like no damage. It's awesome though. She's as tough as fucking A ranks get though. Look at that attack for fucking A. in the A rank only arena. Oof. Oof. It's very small too. I think she was pretty generic. Oh, I like Pooh for a burn team because she decreases defense by 90% for 2 turns when attacking opponents with burns. But there's probably better way. Like, you could run Pooh, or you could just crit with your idol. So why not just run idle and just do that anyways? Fuck it. It's like the same thing, so it's neat, but it doesn't matter. I like his reverse flow control ability. He'll always die, but at least he gets to activate it before he does die. What's Rock do? Just shields and stuff. I think White had a decent ability. Oh, inflicts additional damage by 70% for one eliminated ally. So I think she's useful for something. And she also gives 50% damage deflection. I mean, a buff which ignores 50% damage deflection debuff. So that might be good if there's like something tanky that we have to get through. So we can't just peel the buffs off of. I don't want to read Zero yet because I'm still reading the story. So I don't want to spoil her attacks. Yeah, I think that was it. Really, I think the one who had the most potential was like Kun, because the relic buff was kind of crazy. If you had this maxed out, a 75% attack buff on 5 other units, I think that put him up there in fucking crazy tier status. But you'd have to have this coin, like, you'd have to be a fucking little whale or really lucky, right? Yeah, maybe I should be saving all of my hardcore leveling warrior coins. Maybe that's just what I should be going for. This seems like the best DPS buff consistent, like the most consistent DPS buff. Just 2%, all the way up to 40%. It's nice, it's flat, it's stacking. You're gonna get it. So I would put like, my ideal DPS team has like all Dawns of Retaliation. And then we put this lucky fucking coin thing onto Kun, because he's skill, right? Yeah. And we just put the lucky fucking coin onto Kun. Kick over 75% attack to the whole team, and that's 115% attack boost if they max the thing out. They've attacked 20 times, but I don't think they'd get there, so that's why. Gosh, is this even the best then, since are you even getting that many turns out? Maybe you end up with some S rank bullshit just for the... There's an extra 25%. It'd have to be the second turn, so they'd have to have over 50% HP on the second turn. It would depend on the units, but you could definitely play around with that. I need this. Yeah, I think that's what I'll aim for, and then maybe a year from now I can play around with it. We'll see. I got a relic selector coming up, so I could, if I had looked at it before, then maybe I would have popped all 3 of my, I would have used all my relic selectors on it. The big thing was getting enemies who were the best friends, so I could have used 2 relic selectors for it. One story rush. Well, there's gonna be another story rush too. I'm sure I'll get it eventually. I think that's gonna be my goal. I think I'm gonna go for the lucky coin. To the class type. What do you mean? For the relic? Yeah. But I was talking about putting it on Coon. I just want 5 copies of it to put the rank 5 on Coon to Dawn because he'll duplicate it. This one. So you put Lucky Coin onto that Coon, and he'll give 75%. It'll only happen 20% of the time, but you can just reset if you're just looking to fire it off on a boss. So you start off, you get lucky with him, and boom, that's what, a 350, 425% fucking attack boost. And yeah, it might fire multiple times throughout the round, and every time it fired off on Coon, every time he boosted his attack by 75%, the entire team would get a 75% attack boost. Unless he had some other buff on him. So, potentially pretty fucking crazy, right? Because he is, he can equip it, he is skill. And then just run him, some AoEs, and an idle. 90% defense reduction. Your characters have like 150 to 200% like bonus attack by the time all their relics and everything are added up with his buff. It's just you just have to have, the only thing you have to have is 5 copies of the SS Hardcore Leveling Warrior relic. I mean, that's not even an issue. We just do that, right? I don't even have 1 yet. But I'd like to see it. If somebody actually had a 5 rank, I'd like to see that with Coon, because it looks like it'd be really good. The other S and A ranks look like they have some decent skills, or they have like some arguable potential, like Jihad. But Coon looks like he could. Coon looks like he has his own little niche with that, but I'm not sure. Because there's not another unit that gives an AoE attack buff like that. I think the best we have is, I mean, there's some AoE attacks. I mean, Coon, the other Coon, but he's 30%, and he has to stack it 10% at a time. That's a flat 75%. If you could run both, that would be a 105% AoE attack buff by the second turn, right? And if it goes off perfectly, 20% of the time you have a 105% attack on the second turn for the entire party, just with those 2 units. And then I'm sure there's some other, and then you run idle, so that's 105% attack, and then the team has minus 90% defense. No name for the crit damage boost, so she's your 4th. I think. It might not even be. I don't even know if she might even be the best to run at that point. You might have such a high damage multiplier. You just want more fucking nukes. I don't know. But already, it's pretty fucking crazy right there. The only downside might be is if he tries to duplicate buffs that everybody already has. So if he tries to give everybody that 30% flame buff, Coon flame buff, instead of giving the 70% hardcore leveling warrior buff, that would suck. That would mean you couldn't run somebody else who had like a permanent buff like that. Oh well, it's neat. I'm sleepy. I'm gonna go to bed, I think. There's nothing else that's too pressing to do. We've got our SS units. We pretty much crushed the Fiesta a bit. I'll come back and get these tickets later. I have to open the portal 150 times. So we have 7 days to do that. I'd like to see another banner, I guess, because I don't have Crusade Mirror You, but I'm not wanting to pull on the banner. I'd have to pull 10 times for a raid up, and then if I got a copy of Green April, which is happening half of every fucking life I live, I'm sad about it. I don't need it at all. So I'd rather just wait and just happen to pull her one day out of like a double or triple pull or something, you know? Like, fuck it. Or get another banner that's like Mirror You and like 2 units that I want or something. That Coon, Mirror You, Black March Bam banner or something. Like, I'll wait for a good one for that. But we got 8 days. This banner ends on the 15th, so we'll get another new banner tomorrow. So I'll see what that banner is, I guess. Or we won't get anything. I don't know. I guess we'll get something. Liberator, yeah, I hear everyone talking about Liberator Raisin. I don't know how to say Raisin's name. Because I haven't read his manga or whatever yet. But I'm gonna go for the Raisin, man. Everyone says he's really good, so I figured if he comes out, I'll do it. He'll come out. I'll just want him a lot. I'll do a single pull and I'll get him. And if I don't, they'll just get all my money. They'll just get all my money. That's their plan, anyways, is to fucking break me. So we'll see who wins. Angel Games or my wallet. But he sounds pretty cool, so I'll probably try for him. But I really wanted I want all the units that I like, so that's a given. I really wanted to get a lane, so I was gonna pull all the way up to the guaranteed, but I got it really quick, thank God, and then I just quit. No, I haven't even seen him in videos. Honestly. I've just been trying to catch up on the stupid fucking webtoons, because every time I open up a new skill or something, I'm like, oh, that spoils the entire manga. It's like I open up like Black March Bam skill, and he's like, I'm reading the skill list, and it's just this final skill will be like, kill the final boss's name, and I'll be like, oh shit, well, I guess that's already happened, you know? No Name has spoilers like a motherfucker in her relic, which we just looked at, which I forgot were in her relic. We just looked at it again. I was like, I knew better than to do that. So it's just spoilers everywhere. So no, I didn't go out of my way to look for it, because I figured it at some point along the journey I would just spoil whatever the fuck I was looking at. What's Razel from? Let me look. Oh, Noblesse, right? Yeah, I haven't read Noblesse at all. What type of... Noblesse is about a powerful noble Catus Etrama de Razel, referred to as Raisin, who has been asleep for 820 years with no knowledge of mankind's advancement and scientific successes. At the start of the webtoon, Raisin wakes up in an abandoned building in South Korea and starts to get used to the modern world. He goes to a school where he reunites with his loyal servant Frankenstein. With Frankenstein's help, Raisin enrolls into high school and inadvertently befriends an athletic teenager, Shinwoo. Is that a girl? Computer geek Ikon and Shinwoo's crush Yuna, oh that's the girl, and a few others. Noblesse follows the group's often dangerous adventures against a secret organization while uncovering Raisin's past. Oh, that's cool. Sounds okay, yeah, I hadn't looked it up. Because if I looked it up, then I'd know his abilities or something, right? And then it spoils it, so... Oh, is there a real-time arena? That'll be good. That'll be dope. Because I was getting bored of this super passive. I hate all the passive stuff, to be honest. And I hope they optimize a lot of these empty clicks. Clicking the same, like clicking. I wish I could just choose to do dimension crack 3 times at once, for example. There's just a lot of empty clicks. No, I hadn't really looked at too much spoilers because I didn't want to. I wanted to keep shit relatively fresh for me. I burn out sometimes when I like get into a game and then I look everything up. I just get way too into it and then I just burn out. So just kind of working. Fortunately, there's a lot of content here. I probably would have burnt out if it was just this gacha game like itself. But I've been reading the webtoons and everything, which really helps keep my interest in the characters. Like Fire Emblem even had the entire games. I still burn out on that because the games were just fucking piss. I mean, the games were good, but the fucking mobile game was just piss. It was fucking, so boring. I think there was just like wasn't enough game modes. It was kind of alright. Like I liked building the units and everything, but then the maps were really tiny. There like wasn't enough game modes or something. It's been years since I played Fire Emblem. It was kind of like Pokemon Go, where it was just like very, very, very simplistic. Good IP, but like piss poor fucking game. Let's see how good he is. I didn't know. Is that dark in the jacket? Is that like a bigger dark? Wait, I don't even want to know. There's God Killer Zero. Those both have to be Noblesse guys. Is that like the same? Is that like Razel in a white jacket and then it's like Supreme Razel? The Vampire Razel? We get normal Razor for free. Okay, and I guess he's good because the dude's using them in arena, so he must have some decent synergy. You're gonna be a good girl. I got you the soup right here. I got you the soup right here. Speed you over here. Oh, oh. Right. Yeah, they've been pretty generous so far. We're gonna do a little light. I like that they gave us a an SSR that was in the banner. Normally they just give us like the free Razel, and then they have the SSR Razel in the banner, or SS Razel. This game doesn't have SSRs, same thing. But I like that they just, you know, they actually let us get the full unit. That was cool. And she's a pretty decent unit, so that's nice. We'll see if they. We'll see what happens. Honestly, as long as there's some good content, real time arena's good. If there's some little bit more content, I'm looking forward to world raids and everything. And then if there's some quality of life improvements, like I'd love a next button here. Like I don't like going back to this screen and then clicking challenge and then clicking battle. I'd like a couple quality of life improvements here. Or if I beat the thing like non-stop every day for 30 days in a row with like a perfect score, the game just goes, okay, we know you can do this now, and I can just get my rewards. I get that it's an idle game, but it's just I don't like making all the extra clicks. I'm so lazy when it comes to miscellaneous clicks. It feels like torture to open this up and click 30 times, and then to go open Dimension Crack and go through all the menus and click like 16 fucking times, and then go to whatever the Dimension Gap. This is Crack and Gap, and then go to Dimension Gap and click 16. And I've not made any decisions at all. I've just been furiously clicking the buttons out of the way. So that's the only thing that gets me. Other than that, I like the game. There's a lot of dead clicks when you're doing the dailies that gets me. That's exactly one of the things I was talking to. That's a perfect example about how they just don't translate some things well to the Western market. Because it's like, wow, look, I got this. Whoa, 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 man. Holy sh. Whoa, it just keeps whoa. Like, but really, I'd rather just push all that button one fucking time. I'd rather just have a claim all fucking button and save my fucking, like, none of that was fucking exciting. It didn't even change. I didn't even, like, roll. Now, if all of those were different rolls and I had a chance of getting, like, an SS fucking, like, blowjob or something, my eyes might roll up a little bit. But getting the same shit out of these boring ass boxes that I just gotta click on, oh man, it melts me. Fucking melts me. Here we go. Get in this menu, and then there's like an amazing loading screen because I have to load this badass animation, and then I gotta find it. I gotta find the shards I want. Whoa. 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 Scrolling over. Whoa. I could probably even be doing all of this, but I'm so burnt on even doing them, I don't feel like completing them. Whoa. Oh wow, this is the best. I just get so many shards, and it's happening so fast. I mean, as I'm doing this, I'm thinking, wow, only 4 more months. This only took like 5 minutes, and I only have to do it every day for like 4 months. I mean, how convenient. I like the game, and I'm just bashing it this hard. People will be like, wait, do you want us to play this? Yeah, it's a good game. It's a good game. Just know that these dailies are, it's not like Brave Exodus where you're just like waiting like 5 hours for all your auto battles and stuff to clear. I mean, it's nice that you can skip everything. So pros and cons. You're not stuck in auto battles. It is relatively easy to clear all of this stuff super quick. But you have to come and click all of this stuff. Yeah, there's so many different ways that it's been done. This is the worst way to do it. Well, not the worst, but this is 4.5 5 out of 10. This is pretty fucking average to fucking piss. Pretty average to piss. That's my rating for this whole fucking system here. Cause here I go again. I'm gonna skip this checkpoint, but they're like, well, you might, how many times do you want to skip it? Just one time, right? And I'm like, well, no, I want to skip it 3 times. They're like, well, that doesn't make any sense. Why don't you just keep clicking until you're done, son? Like, come on, you crazy motherfuckers. Who overlooked this when every other menu in the game has a fucking slider? I gotta submit bug reports and just be like, for some reason I can't use the slider in dimension gap. It must be broken. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Today I will. I'm not working today. Well, I'm not working one of my jobs today. So I'll probably get up, put on a nice cup of stream, and then we'll just sit here and we'll write out an email together. It'll be like 200 fucking pages long. We'll just be like, I do not like tapping this. I do not like tapping that. But it'll be nice. I mean, like, I enjoyed the game. I've supported the game. I've spent like $100 on it. I'm not no whale. But I've tipped for my fucking enjoyment of the game. I feel like I've paid enough to demand fucking more fucking features. That's what I feel like. I feel like I've paid enough to be a whiny bitch. Yeah, it's just so butt. It's terrible. I mean, there's honestly, if they let us claim all of this in 2 seconds, we could just stroll in here in like 5 seconds and be done for the day, and I would feel good about that. I would want to clock in quicker if they could understand that. I would be like, yo, let me just get in here and how many? I know I did the math the other day. It's 13 clicks, but you also have to click the other screen, so it's 26 clicks. Well, no, it's 20 plus 3. 23 clicks for this screen. You have to also click the screen out of it, right? So that's 39 clicks for this screen. Or no, tinted this 33 clicks. 33 clicks for Dimension Gap. You have to click onto all of these, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 38 plus 41, 44, 47, 50, 53. There's 53 clicks at least. All of these you have to click it. So depending on how many you're doing, that's at least 70 to 100 clicks. 70 to 100 clicks to get your dailies done. And you haven't made a single fucking decision. You haven't used a brain cell yet. The most important thought that you've had during this entire process is like, do I keep going? That's maybe the one thought that you fucking had. No other decisions. Just clicks. Just pure fucking clicks. Not even a break either, because you're skipping everything. You get a half a breath before the next fucking screen loads. Because the loading screens, the loading screens, that's probably the worst part. Watch this. It's just long enough to know that it's loading, but short enough that you can't
you can't even look away. It's just long enough to let you know that it's loaded. You just, it's just, see, look, it's just slow enough. So yeah, it's a good combination. 76 clicks and every single loading screen that they could include in between all those clicks. So it's not just 76 clicks, because I could click 76 times and I'd be like, this is nuts, but I would do it, you know? I'm a third of the way fucking there. There's a 3-second loading time in there, so it's 15 to 20 minutes of 76 clicks, right? It's 5 to 15 minutes of 76 clicks, but it's 15 to 20 because of all the matches and stuff. Oh my goodness. I don't like to do it to myself. It's at least 30 minutes a day of really sad fucking clicking. Really sad fucking clicking. That's what it fucking is. That's the only thing I don't like about this game. But like you were saying with fucking, what game were you fucking talking about? Fucking Mirage Memorial. Yeah. It's like the little things that get me, because I'm gonna log into the game every day. I'm gonna play it every single fucking day. So 30 minutes of 76 clicks a day for a month, that's almost enough to break a man. That's almost enough to break a man. Dude, these devs are asking me to commit more consistently to this game than I do to my fucking diet, than I do to my fucking workout schedule. They're like, yo, 30 minutes every fucking day, 30 plus your other bullshit that you're doing. And I'm just like, God, guys, that's a fucking commitment. Can you at least make it fun? And they like slap me. They're like, what the? We give you the game. We give you the game. Isn't that the fun? Yeah, I do normally set up some macros, which makes things a lot better. And then I could just, all my dailies would be done. I've never been banned in any games that I've used the BlueStack macros and stuff on. But I'll always do just daily quest macros or something like that, or I'll set up a macro to like open up item boxes or stupid shit that just drives me crazy. Time to empty my inventory, and I'll like put on my 2-minute macro that does that while I fucking fuck off to have a fucking life. But yeah, this game, I'll have to have some macros. But what I like about BlueStacks too, though, is that we can make macros and just share with each other. So I'll just make some macros and fucking just share them. Fuck it, we'll all have the macros. They'll ban us all. They got past the enjoyment of the quest system. Immediate ban. We noticed that several players were getting their daily quests done in 10 minutes. That suspicious activity will not stand. It immediately stood out. Summoner's War? I never played that. Let me Google it. It seems familiar. I think I looked at it because it was like, pretty sure it was advertised on the Google Play Store like a motherfucker. Oh my god, dude. I could see... Let me just copy this image address. Look at this fucking image. Will this even translate? You can look at that image right there and know that you're in fucking hell. That's what they're putting on the main screen. And they're all highlighting like 5 of those. Like I could even tell the fucking... Why do these 5 look any different than the rest? That looks awful. They're all only level 40. They're all locked too, so like they're like, look at these badass 6-star units, but they're not even like completely unlocked, I guess. There's still a grind on those fucking units. Oops. Dude, I have like PTSD looking at that fucking I look at that collection and I don't even like, somehow I don't even feel like it's a complete collection. I know I'm missing like that's here's an average account, sir. Oh no, I don't even want to know how much money it takes from there to complete that. What is it, like $100 to take that little lock off of each fucking character? Heroes is pretty generous. It's not the most generous, but being able to completely and fully max out a character, basically you can fully max out a character without ever buying anything, which that's nice. You don't have to buy any raid ups. You're not like gambling on a 10% chance to 6-star, or it's pretty crazy that most of my characters have max rank abilities, because like, and I didn't have to, you know, grind for 2 weeks or something in this game to get a max rank ability. Like a lot of gacha games that you play, like even if I wanted a max rank Coon attack, I would have had to get some really crazy ass gym combination that I could only farm like once a month, and it would take me several months to even begin to even complete a skill set. Would take a month or two, and then armor would take months, and then the character would take months and months and months. So I really like Heroes super generous, because you get the character, you got 90 fucking percent of the power there. You can grind out the best fucking gear in the game really easily. It's really good. Like, this is where I set the bar for my gacha games. As far as when I'm looking to play one, anything worse than this, I'm pretty harsh on. Anything better than this, I really praise, even if I don't like the art style or whatever, because this is a fairly generous model. It's time intensive, but I expect this level of time wasting on these kind of games. So I expect these games to suck up a lot of time, but I do not forgive 76 clicks and 30 minutes of fucking insanity. So yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, because the Noblesse are the only limited characters that I've heard about. So, and I mean, you just need to pull a couple good units, and you can do that a couple different ways. So. Yeah, I was thinking that they would, but sometimes they do some really weird shit. Like sometimes they're like, we need to get caught up to the Korean server like super quick, so they'll just hurl the content at us like at a ridiculous pace. So I hope that they don't. Honestly, I mean, I hope that there's like world raids or maybe real time arena and stuff comes soon. But I mean, I hope that there's not like. I just hope that there's not a lot of pressure to shove the units at us per se. I wouldn't mind. I need more game content, but the units I don't think we have to have shoved in our face. But they could very well do that. I mean, they could want us to be on parity with the Korean servers like that, just to make things easier or whatever. Yeah, that's why I was saying I wouldn't be too surprised if they just went every single banner that they could until we were caught up. And then the free to play players are really, you know, hurting because they can't save up, you know. 'Cause they wanted to squeeze some money out of us. And isn't that the way that they think too? Is just the more content they shove at you, the more that they up the stakes in their gacha, the quicker they'll get you to spin. Oh, I forgot to do my claim. That I always do the first two. I always do at least 10 gems. I like the 20 gem claims too, but I'm gonna save my gems. Yeah, and I mean, I don't. It's not like anyone would really complain if they tossed out Noblesse. I mean, some people would fucking complain, but they'd make a. I mean, they make a bunch of money. They just make a bunch of money. I think like the earliest they could safely do it would be they do an off banner and then they come out with Noblesse like next month. So we have like an off banner or an off event or something, and they just come out next month. That would be like the earliest. Or, you know, if they're shoving other content, but I don't know what other content we're missing, so probably like King Uma and stuff, but I wouldn't be surprised if we get it at a fucking just a breakneck fucking pace. I wouldn't be surprised. Because this is the new content in Korea, right? That we just got here. These characters were brand new in Korea. So they're trying to keep us, they're trying to get us on parity. But they never do. And I think it's like they know that some of their players have like re-rolled as well, and so it's like they want to keep those players engaged too. Pennies. They want more. Pennies. If it's not $1 million a day, they ain't happy. Gosh, we'll be getting. I mean, we'll be getting something. We'll be getting something big. I don't know who Jew Babel is. That's a funny name, though. I don't know who he is, but that's neat. I don't watch a lot of content creators, so. Nope. I don't really watch anybody. Like a small select group of streamers that like I personally like, but I don't watch like any gacha game content creators or anything particularly. Mostly just look up the games, try to play them early and everything, but there's not anyone I particularly follow. Yeah, I avoid the Facebook. I avoid the crap out of the Facebook. And I saw their advertisements on the website and everything. And yeah. Yeah. It's hard. I would say if you I would actually not recommend playing this game if you don't want spoilers. You cannot play this game if you do not want the story spoiled, because gosh, what was a big ass spoiler? I mean, here's Black March Bam. That's kind of a spoiler. Oh, I don't have the characters, but I mean, like Jade Emperor. That's a huge spoiler. Crusader Mira. Huge spoiler. All you have to do is just open up a banner and see Crusader Mira. And yeah, the no name relic, that spoils everything. I just read that earlier. Like you just open this up and every single thing's just like boop 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 boop. And you're done. So it's pretty harsh with the fucking spoilers. It's basically, if you install this game, I can just talk about anything that's happened in the webtoon, because I can assume that if you haven't read it, you've probably read a relic that spoiled it for you already. Yeah, you need a little NDA. It'd be cool if I could toggle. It'd be cool if it really focused on the fact that it was webtoons and I could just toggle off spoilers. And Jade Emperor would just be like all blacked out in my character select. But yeah, the game's horrible for spoilers. Yeah, you shouldn't play it if you haven't read the webtoons and don't want to be spoiled. I just tried to close my eyes as hard as I could, and it was easier when I hadn't read the webtoons at all, because then I didn't really know. Like I forgot the no name relic spoilers and everything because I hadn't read the webtoon yet, so it didn't really stick. But then I clicked on it earlier, and I have been reading the webtoon, and I just glanced at it for a half second. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, everything's ruined. Half second. I'm tired. I should probably head out and crash and go to bed. I wake up and we'll come back and figure out how they're gonna take money from us or something. I like Elaine so much. I don't have everyone I need for a bleeding team yet. Well, for my debuff team. I'm looking at Hilda, Elaine, Godkiller Zero, and I don't know who I want my fourth to be. I was just gonna put fucking Coon in there, I guess. Seemed good enough. Yeah, that's an instant spoiler. But there won't even be the worst ones, because I mean, like, they're just, I mean, the webtoon, the game's just gonna have, like, the worst spoilers of all. The game's just so spoiler heavy. Immediately and viciously. And like the relic, they don't even try to hint. Like the relics, like all the relics are just like viciously centered on like the plot, like the end game plot, like the conclusion to all this shit. There's like a relic for like every fucking spoiler in the game. They don't even hint at it or like allude to it, or it's just like, and this is when this guy died to this enemy. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then we killed the final boss specifically this way, plus 10% attack boost. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck? All the pictures they could have fucking picked, and they pick like... It's like... It's like you're writing an article for fucking Star Wars, and you just fucking you pick the shot where it's like Anakin unmasked, and it's like, oh, he's Vader, okay. And then you go into the movie, and you're like, okay, well, he's gonna start off as Vader, right? No, that's the end of the movie. This game starts off, it gives you an SS relic, you open it up, you read it, and you're like, oh, well, that's the end of the webtoon. Cool. Cool. Oh, that's how the final boss dies. That's literally the moment right there. Cool. Cool. And there's the quote from the final boss. And the hero won. Oh, and they all lived. Okay, cool. He actually saved the girl. Wow, she's. Oh, I see her in the distance. Okay. Well, like that webtoon. It's pretty. I don't even want to go look at the spoilers because it'll spoil more shit for me. I'm just like, oh. And I can't be upset, I guess, because I'm like, well, I guess I should expect everything to be spoiled. It was my fault for enjoying the IP and coming here to play a game related to the IP before. Yeah, and I wanted to read the story in this world because that seemed like it would, it would be neat and that I would enjoy it because it was all based on the webtoons, and I was like, well, this will be a neat little, like, it'll flesh some things out in a canonical, whatever, way. Non-canon. I figured non-canon. But then the translations were so like, and I like the webtoons, and so I was like, well, this will be something enjoyable to read, and I could not have been more wrong. I think these could not be more offensive. Very offensive literature. Yeah, there's not any disclaimer. They don't even hide the text on the relics either. I was like, gosh, I mean, you center it on the game. Like maybe I could click a little eyeball button to reveal the spoiler text, or maybe just have like. But it's okay. It's whatever. I didn't want to not have anything spoiled anyways in Jewel Games. I only came to this game after clicking the advertisement on the very first chapter. It was my fault. I mean, I don't know what to say. It's a little. It's one of those things where it's like you would think, but at the same time, you know that it's like, is that really what's important, or is it just important that we make some money? Come on, guys, let's just knuckle down and make some money. Yeah, and if you're watching the anime, if you're waiting for the anime to come out, you're fucked. You're fucked. You better learn to read, boy. Son, eyeballs are for reading, not for watching. Yeah, they're gonna be pissed, man. They're gonna be pissed, but I mean, but you just gotta. If you want to enjoy content related to your game, you just have to stay absolutely and utterly up to date on it, or it's gonna be relentlessly spoiled for you. It's just gonna be relentlessly spoiled. And you better read every chapter, because as soon as the very next final boss that comes out, like the very next huge plot point that comes out, is getting an amazing relic. We're gonna we're gonna screenshot that. We're gonna put a relic with exactly how that went down, and you're gonna get it. That's our promise to you. Not a single plot point will go unnoticed. I guarantee you, we will take every single plot point, every major character development. We will put those in the abilities. We will put those in the character art. We will shove those into the relics, and I dare you to look at 3 characters without seeing a spoiler. Or you'll get your money back. If we don't spoil something for you, you get your money back. If we don't spoil a fucking webtoon for you, then this is, we failed. We have failed it. But it's a given. I mean, I expect a lot of the characters and stuff to. It's just the way it is. But I don't think that when I played like Dragon Ball Z, it was even like, but Dragon Ball Z is silly. Dragon Ball Z like spoils their like characters, but I don't think it gave away like plot points per se. Maybe it did. I can't remember. What's another like IP that I played? Can't remember. It's hard to just not spoil plot points. This one I just know has a lot. It has like 3 games. There's so many relics. There's so many characters. It's just very, very, very spoiler heavy. I think it's not as serious for other games. It's probably because this is centered on webtoons, you know? So it's like you open up this game and there's a lot of webtoons content. Like they could have done. I think that's really what they like we could have like Hell Train centered relics and stuff like that, but they literally just picked like the biggest spoiler moments. I think that there's a lot of cool moments that they could have picked, or a lot of like incidental stuff, but they really went for the fucking meat. Like they didn't just want to tell their little isekai story, or however you say it. They didn't want to just tell their little, fanfic. But they wanted to show you every single cool thing in the webtoon at the same time. And I don't know. But it's already been out in Korea. How long has it been out in Korea for? Like a year? I mean, they weren't nice to the Korean players. I think I'm more generous about the games in general when they have like the new webtoon inside. That's a good way to put it. They're like, look at everything, like we're experts. It's like that friend who walks up to you and he's like, hey yo man, you ever watch Naruto? And you're like, oh, I saw 1 episode. And he's like, dude, let me tell you all about the fucking Sharingan, man. And he's like fucking 15 pages deep into why like the Sharingan can't physically fucking do this shit or something, and you're like, dude, I haven't even seen the anime. And he's like, you don't even need to see it now. Let me tell you. They're just, I don't know. I think I could forgive it more if they had like a progression, if they set it up and they brought all the characters over and the characters were at their initial stages, like the early versions of the characters, like Jin Mori's stage, young Bam, Viole, when he's Viole. But if it started with Viole, and if it was, going through a little bit of progression, that would have felt a lot better as far as spoilers went, because it wouldn't be so bad. Then you would have had your story rush would have been like season 0, and it would have been like the first 30 to 50 chapters out of all the webtoons, and then you had your next season that took you farther in the story, and then relics come out that spoil stuff. So if you come into the game a year late, yeah, you're spoiled, but you can expect that because you're a year late to the game. But you're coming into the game on day 1, and it's like, yo, you're so late. You've missed so much. So I think I like the games that try to have their own little pseudo progression, or try to do a little bit, maybe a couple spoilers, but you can't quite tell until you've read it a little bit. But this one's very, very vicious and literal with the spoilers, and the characters, like most of the characters themselves are spoilers. The relics are huge spoilers. The only thing that doesn't spoil things are like the weapons. If you don't get exclusive equipment, I guess, but that doesn't have flavored text. But then you get to see weapons. But the weapons are so the weapons are okay. But the characters' story and relics all are huge spoilers. And you have to read. I think you have to read Tower of God first. Gosh, they're all just the hardcore leveling warrior spoilers are terrible because they just straight up spoil like the end, I guess. So I haven't quite finished it, but it basically just spoils the end. You have to read Tower of God though, because it's super focused on that. Noblesse is the only one that that you're safe not reading at the moment, I think, because I don't know anything about Noblesse. You guys have just told me about Mr. Brazen, and he sounds awesome, and that's it. That's as much as I know. So Noblesse hasn't been spoiled yet, and that's it. Every other fucking webtoon in this game is viciously spoiled. It's gonna take, like, I'm on chapter 111 of Hardcore Leveling Warrior, and it's gonna suck now, because I was right at the fucking meat of it, and we're about to figure all that shit out, and I just read that relic again and spoiled all of it. So, yeah, God High School it was kind of always it was kind of always DBZ, really. I think he did pretty good. There was a couple moments where the story gets a little bit crazy, but for what he was doing, it was pretty good. I liked God of High School. I mean, even the DBZ moments, everything are fine. It's just there's a couple. A couple times where like DBZ moments I think are fine, but it's like when it feels like really forced. Like I don't like when the character's getting his ass fucking beat and then he's like, ah, fuck, I'm losing. You know what'll stop me from losing? Not losing. Oh, who's ready to get fucked now? And I'm like, are you serious? He's like, yeah. Turns out that all I had to do was just think harder. I was all up there in my head the whole time, man. I just, I was a bit fucking high, and now I'm not so high. Yeah. The shrooms fucking kick in, and his eyes get all weird, and he's like, that's right. 3 fucking years ago, my mother slept with a man, and on his way out of the house, I saw him kick a dog. I learned that kick. Ultimate dog kick attack, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? Where the fuck did this come from? Come on, man. I like the ones that I don't care if the world's realistic, but I like the ones that try to keep to their own realism within the world, Like the character failed within what you would expect. But when they jump the shark within their own world, that's when I don't like it, When they're just like, okay, like these are the strongest characters like in this world, and they've trained for years to master these arts and everything, but the manga like gets too popular, and so they just start making up a bunch of other stronger characters and everything, and then it just kind of takes away from like well, these characters, like decades and centuries of like lore in the world and everything, kind of just get pushed to the side so they can quickly make a bunch of like ultra strong characters to keep the lore going, and now all of a sudden they're punching through buildings and stuff, even though like their forefathers were like supposed to be the mightiest warriors and everything. It's just, it's just however, all sorts of weird twists. the plot escapes him. But like if he goes and trains, like if he goes and learns martial arts and he's training and everything, that's fine. Like, you know, some good power up. But when they just literally like stare in a fucking mirror and they're like, oh shit, I didn't know I could just intimidate him, and it's like, wait, what? And he's like, wow, look at that. He just unlock some stupid mental power by just sheer force of will. Or he holds up his sword finally and he's like, wait a second, there's a tiny little guy inside my sword, let me just ask him for help, you know? And it's like, okay, but yeah, I really want to enjoy the journey. So I mean, I've liked it, even though a lot of it's been spoiled. The webtoons have been overall pretty good, so I'm enjoying the journey. I wish that there wasn't so many spoilers, but a couple of these have some bad fights. I mean, they're still, you know, it's webtoons, they're still pretty tropey. I mean, Hardcore Leveling Warrior, that's the one I read last because that one's the tropiest. God of High School felt pretty tropey, but I mean, God of High School is too. It's like very DBZ, like we were saying, but I don't know. Hardcore Leveling Warrior, you just know that he's just gonna basically just win, and you're just reading it to see how he wins. Like, at least in God of High School, some shit happens, you know. You know that some shit's gonna go down unless you've opened up this game and everything's been immediately spoiled. But God of High School, some shit can go fucking down. So it tries to throw in some twist and everything. But Hardcore Leveling Warrior is just, yeah, straight up just there to give you some laughs and kind of be over the top with it. It has a little bit going on with Zero. I mean, it has just enough, like, Zero's the big interest, you know, and it has just enough going on there. Yeah. Tower of God probably has the best, like, overall story. It kind of loses itself a little bit in the middle, but it keeps up the progression really well. God of High School is just like, we need to keep finding the next planet. We gotta keep flying through fucking space, and shit just keeps getting fucking crazier. But Tower of God kind of puts 2 plus 2 to get the 4. But Hardcore Leveling Warrior is just like, he needs to be on the next floor, so he is on the next floor. Like, oh, he already knew how to be on that floor. He's already been on that floor before. You know, it's just gonna work out. If it's not going to work out for them, then one of the side characters are just going to come in and make it work out for them. So that's how it's been so far, you know. Like, we weren't ever going to really die because there's always somebody here to save us. And it never really does away with the illusion of that. I guess, is that a spoiler? I'm only 100 chapters in, so. It must not be a spoiler because it's not the very last chapter of the webtoon. I believe. That's our new definitions of spoilers around these parts. They're gonna put spoilers in the game first. We'll have some new relics come out with like the villain sets that'll show like the villains already dying before they die in the webtoons or something. And they'll be like, oh yeah, you shouldn't have read that if you just shouldn't have read that yet. I hope we get some good collabs. I want to see our Dragon Ball Z collab. I want to see our Final Fantasy Tactics collab. I don't know. I'd like to see some decent ones. Have they done anything in Korea? I mean, have they done any good events? Alright, let's try this one more time. Yeah, keep on doing this spoiler thing. Yeah, I think so, man. I mean, honestly, with how fucking much they spoil the webtoons, why don't I get any stupid webtoon coins for playing this game? Where are my webtoon coins so that I can unlock new chapters in the app? Why can't I sync it up with my app and get fucking tokens? With how much I've spent on this game, I should have like 2 or 3 or 4 fucking chapters. Fuck yeah. I want to see the ending of Yu Yu Hakusho in this game. I want to see the... oh god, I want a JoJo collab. They could spoil the fuck out of some JoJo. They just immediately shoved Dio stand in here with just like all of the spoilers. Just all the final Dios in here. And all the final JoJos with all their final attacks and relics that just relics from exactly how they defeat some of the most important enemies from each. That should just be their theme. Just massive themed spoilers. Just relics that are snapshots of like fucking Goku laying down, fucking having a heart attack, you know? Just massive story spoilers, non-stop. And characters that only use their final attacks or climactic story moments as their artwork. I mean, that, just go for it. Go all fucking out. Yeah, just all of it, man. And then I would really have a lot of respect for him then, because I would just be like, I'd be like, you can't even be mad, man. This is just what they do. It's kind of their fucking, this is what the game is. You should have known before you booted it up, man. You should have watched some gameplay videos full of spoilers on YouTube. You can't even fucking put on fucking YouTube videos for this shit. Hey, Hero Kantar, that sounds pretty neat. You put it on and it's some dude looking at relics. Wait, what? Should have fucking read the manga. I love it. They really should, man. I mean, they're gonna catch up to all of this manga, and then they're gonna, webtoons, right? And then webtoons, and then they're gonna just start spoiling all the other webtoons I haven't even had a chance to get to or know about. I'll know it's a good webtoon because they put it in the game, and I'll also know immediately the entire story of the webtoon, and then I won't want to read it. It'll be a double whammy. I'll be like, oh wow, Noblesse looks really up, okay, and he dies. Or he doesn't die, or you know. He turns out he cures his vampirism with werewolfism, okay. Werewolf raisin. Spoiled again. Oh, it'll just, I love it. But it's exactly, it's what you'd expect. It's a game based on the IP, and you know, it's not like there's a lot of it. You know, I mean, Tower of God only has like 400 chapters and it only puts out a new chapter each week, and every other game only, I mean, there's not a lot of content to draw from there, you know? It is, dude. It is. I love the humor of it. Oh my gosh, you have burrs all over you, girl. I gotta brush you down tonight. I want to see an event where we just like go through the most spoiler driven points of each webtoon. So like instead of this Kaiser event where it's like easy, normal, hard, it's just different versions of her, I want to see like the Tower of God event where it starts off and we're bam, and then boom, you know, like straight to like the Rachel stuff, and then boom, like next spoiler, boom, next spoiler, boom, next spoiler. Does the story not do that? Maybe the story already does that. Yeah, because we have the Tower of God, like little hero things. I'm sure those spoil it. Those probably do it. Yeah, what am I thinking? It's all probably in the game. I forgot about the hero dungeons, but the hero dungeons spoil everything, right? I think I was stupid to think that I thought of a spoiler they didn't have. They've accounted for everything. They're like, we got your hero dungeons with all of the content very poorly translated and shown in a broken and somewhat distorted manner. And then, in case you don't like that, in case you just turned on the game and you're just kind of wandering around, we managed to include some huge spoilers right inside the relic system. Oh, and make sure to check out the character list in case you don't know what happens to any of the characters. That's right, they all survive. Look at their new forms. It's okay though. I just wish that Season 0 was like Season 0. I like games when we... Yeah, I'm not gonna pull up this banner. I like, that being said, I like that fucking, I like Romance and Saga. I'm surprised they don't do it in this game. I like Romance and Saga where you pull a character and it has a little like cutscene, like a little clip from where you met that character and what they said in the game. So I wish that they did that on this game too. Like you pulled Bam, and it's like him like jumping for Rachel and her like kicking him away or something, or like some other like important plot moment. It's like you pull White and it's like him fusing with his other ghost, or like that fight, the finale with the fight with Bam, but just the moment when he loses, so you just know he loses. That would be awesome. Then we could have some really like high quality fucking spoilers. A Tower of God. You pulled Jin Mori. Every time you pull Jin Mori, it's just him crying because his grandfather's dead. Fucking awful spoilers every fucking time. It's like every time you pull the Heavenly Warlord, it shows the Heavenly Warlord's face, and then it goes grayscale as he has a flashback to fucking Mubong fucking stabbing. Just right there, just before you can even do it. And you can turn off cutscenes, but it doesn't turn off summon animations because summon animations aren't cutscenes. Yeah, that's the shit. That's what I want to fucking see. Piss on me, man. Fucking piss on me. Let's see. I need to spin gems for that. I do like that they let you, gosh, man. Brave Exodus with the, hey, look at our guaranteed really cool banners, but they're only for paid gems. Fuck those assholes. I made sure not to spend anything on that game just because they're a bunch of fucking assholes. Spent 100 times as much on this fucking game as I did them. Because they had the dignity to just give me a bunch of fucking currency. That's pretty disgusting. So I'm really the only thing you can really shit on them for just being assholes about. Just pure raw. They're like, they don't satisfy themselves being a dick by like really horrible progression and stuff. They get their carnal satisfaction from spoiling every single bit of the webtoon. They're like, yo, you want to play our game? Fine. We'll give you the units. Fine. We'll give you the gems. Fine. You don't want to play for a year to upgrade all your units? Fine. It only takes a couple months. Whatever. But we're spoiling every single fucking thing in the webtoon. We're spoiling all of it. Every single last fucking bit. That's the deal. That's the fucking deal. It's good. What? You can have the best units in the game, but you won't enjoy getting there. We're gonna ruin it. We're gonna fucking ruin it right now. Open up the fucking game. Who's this? This is God Killer Zero. Who's that? She's a fucking God Killer. Read her fucking rally. Read. Who's that? That's Bam. I mean, Kun kinda doesn't spoil you. Kun's kind of like a good character because he shows a future ability, but you don't really know anything about it, and it's like not spoiled. You don't know like why. It's kind of spoiled because you know like you see the power that it does if you get him. So the power is kind of spoiled. But just standing there on screen and everything, it's not too spoilery. But Bam's Bam's a spoiler. I guess if you, but you probably don't recognize what the fucking red thing is without, I mean, you don't recognize what's going on without reading the manga, so I guess it's not terribly bad. Or the Met webtoon. You recognize the fucking sword, that's for sure. But if you're any shade of not stupid, you can probably put 2 and 2 together about the giant glowing horns and floating red thing behind his back. And the 50 chapters that you've read where they're talking about something that might be related. I like this though. I wish that there was more characters that had this little like pop-up art. I find myself enjoying it a lot more going through these menus when I have to. I wish all the characters had a nice pop-up art for when you went back and forth between the menus. That would make things a lot better. Just for style points. In no other way other than style points. I think I'm fucking done. I'm tired. My cat wants some fucking food. I got some random things to do, but I'll just like knock it out during the day. We're done with the show here. But the Fiesta's going pretty well. I mean, I still got a couple tickets left to claim. It's like 7 days left, so I'll get like another 14 tickets, so that's like another 100. So I guess I'll get, how about we get 100 shards for her, and then I get her level 5. So I guess we'll get something like 160 shards of Kaiser still, because we'll get 100 from here, and then if we go over here to the event and we go to the level up, we get 30 there, so that's 130. And then I'll get like another 10 or so from the exchange shop. So I get like 140 to 150 Kaiser shards, so that's not bad. We'll at least have her at a 4-star, halfway to a 5-star, and she'll fit into a couple comps just when I'm goofing off. Just gonna get her up to 80, and then saving up to 2,000 goblin coins, and then just gonna use anything over 2,000 to take these units up to 80. Probably focus on Rock Crawler because she actually has some pretty good use for admin stuff. She's pretty important. Not to mention her chain 2 and everything. She's a really good unit. So she's probably the most important one. But I really want Hilda just because she's good for my debuff team. And Sujin, I was just leveling her up for funsies. So she might just hang out here with Light for a while. But definitely Hilda and Rock Crawler. The 25th and the 26th we'll have Romance and Saga, so about 10 days till that comes out. We'll re-roll on that and have a bit of a goof with it. I don't know if we play it because it looks a bit dull on the long run. The combat does, but that'll be that. So I'll come back tonight, probably be streaming a bit earlier, sometime around 3 a.m. Today was just a bit later because I was setting up the new layout, which is really working great. Really like it a lot. So, as always, appreciate everyone who tuned in tonight. Love to have you guys. Appreciate the follows. It's always good. I'll be back soon. You guys take care. Have a good day. Don't read all the webtoons. Read all the webtoons as quick as you can before everything's spoiled, because it's a vicious game. But yeah, take care, guys.